Well, welcome in everybody here to a very rainy Tulsa and Titan Sports Complex. We are having a few technical difficulties, as you can probably imagine, with the rain that has fallen here. What we can tell you is that the AHFC Royals have just taken the lead after 3 minutes. A very fine goal from Riley, who wears the number 33 shirt and playing as the lone striker. We will get you pictures as soon as we can. We hope you can hear us loud and clear. My name is Dave Saunders, play-by-play, and alongside me is Brittany Scraper. And Brittany, it's a rainy old day here, and it's not been the best of starts for Fortuna Tulsa. But if you're a Royals fan, a great start and a great finish from Riley.
Yeah, it really was. You can definitely see the Royals are coming out very hard, ready to play. In this very rainy surface that they're playing on. I know that the field is pretty slick. It's a turf surface, but the ball is skipping around on the pitch so far.
It certainly is. You've just joined us then. 5 minutes gone in this first half. This is, of course, the Red River Conference Championship. Here's Hummingbird, the captain, to Taylor Mallam. Fortuna Tulsa playing in the black backs to their shirts, their black shorts and light blue socks against the aptly named Royals playing in their royal blue, all royal blue shirts. Welcome to you if you are tuning in from Texas. Glad to have you here in rainy Tulsa, although the forecast is that the rain should subside and we should be clear for most of the game. There's Anna Beffer's ball into the box, and there's an equaliser. No offside flag. Anna Beffer's ball into the box, and there's Rachel Blankenship to volley home the equaliser, and it's Fortuna Tulsa 1, the Royals 1. Brittany Scraper.
Yeah, what an exciting start to this game it's been. Our Royals capitalizing maybe on a sleepy Fortuna defense, but Fortuna doing an excellent job coming back. We see Anna Beffer with an incredible cross, and then Rachel Blankenship kind of standing on her own on that back post, just gets her hips around it and gets a good finish back on target.
Well, it was just incredible. We looked for the AR's flag there. The AR on this side is Brooke Weiss. No flag from him. A few defenders stood around and watched as well. Fortuna then in possession. Hummingbird drives the ball out to this near side to us, to the right here. We are getting our cameras up and running as fast as we can. Here's Taylor Mallam. Can she get a decent ball in here, Mallam? No, because in steps Douglas, and it'll be the first corner. That's going to be a good match up there. Douglas, the left back, against Taylor Mallam. Brittany Scraper?
Yeah, both so far in this match, even though we're newly into it, have been battling very hard on that right side.
Anna Beffer is going to come across to take the corner, and we'll tell you more about Anna Beffer as the game goes on. This is only her second appearance this season for Fortuna Tulsa. Did play the whole season. Here she is, right-footed towards the back post. Keeper comes out, does well. Punch there, Kylie Hall. Cora Dunnock keeps it alive for Fortuna. Here's goal scorer Blankenship. Round one, feeds it to Dunnock. Dunnock in the white headband here. Ball into the box. Header! Blankenship second. What an amazing start to this game. It is a conference final. We've had 3 goals inside the first 8 minutes. That was Cora Dunnock, and that was a header from Rachel Blankenship. Fortuna Tulsa 2, the Royals 1.
Yeah, what an exciting start to this match so far. I mean, you see both teams coming at it super hard. Fortuna doing an excellent job of kind of keeping that corner kick alive, keep that drive alive, and great service in by Cora Dunnock. She kind of slipped there, but still got the service across, and Rachel Blankenship on fire so far in this first half.
Rachel Blankenship then a brace, her first brace of the season. She scored 1 goal in regular season play before this game. And she's on a hat-trick, and here she is again winning the ball to Schwartz. Now Blankenship. Taylor Mallam here could be slipped in. Here she is, Taylor Mallam. Drives the ball into the box. There's a foul on Beffer with the shot. Good save from the keeper. No foul, says the referee, Mr. Robinson. And here's goal scorer Riley trying to get the Royals going back on level terms. 2-1 to Fortuna Tulsa, the score. An explosive first 8 minutes. Here's Whitlow. Hattie Guthrie in there, battling away. So's Huff. Now Sierra Schwartz. Still with the ball here, Sierra Schwartz. We'll find Anna Beffer out wide on the left-hand side. Beffer's ball into the box, headed away well by Grace Piper. And now the Royals have the ball, although that's just gone away. It's a bit of a skiddy surface, as you would expect, Brittany. Not easy for the players.
No, like we mentioned earlier, it is a turf pitch that they're playing on tonight, which kind of helps as far as it not being oversaturated by all the rain that we were surprised with earlier this afternoon. But it does make for a slick surface, so the ball kind of skips around. It moves a little bit quicker than you would expect. So that's something that the players on the field are definitely going to have to adjust to a little bit.
Certainly are, and we have had an incredible first 3 minutes. We apologise for our technical difficulties. We've been here for several hours, I can assure you, as Van Vossen clears the ball, plugging in wires and electrics. You can imagine in this wet weather is not been the easiest of tasks, so we're trying to get our cameras up, and we'll keep you posted. 2-1 the score, as you can see, in this conference game. Here's Pescatori. Good turn from her. Wearing 44. Can't get round Van Vossen. Then gets the ball into the box. That's easily taken by Paige Hobart, who, Brittany Scraper, will be pleased to get something, hands on the ball, having been beaten in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think that she was quite ready for what the Royals were throwing at them in the first opening minutes of this game. But yeah, she'll be happy that it fell to her there.
Good header from Whitlow. Reagan Whitlow, who locally has been at Tulsa University, TU. Here's a former TU girl, Rachel Hummingbird, very experienced defender. Here's Van Vossen, University of Arkansas. Now Lauren Smitherman, who played high school ball down in Oklahoma City area, Heritage Hall. And that's Sarah Piper. Grace and Sarah Piper at the heart of the defence for the Royals. And there's Hubbard, Hayley Hubbard, right back. And a goal kick. Frantic start, and you think now maybe the game will settle down a bit, Brittany?
I think we're seeing that a little bit. You saw a little bit of good possession by the Royals over there, kind of switching and swinging the ball around. I think you'll see that from Fortuna as well. Once you know, I feel like every game that they start, everyone's pressing, they want to work hard. Just surprising we got all those goals so early. But I think we'll see the game kind of settle down a little bit. Both teams kind of looking to save their breath a bit, keep some possession.
Here's Hubbard doing exactly that. And runs into Cora Dunnock, but Pescatori picks up the story for the Royals. Guthrie gets a tackle in. Now Schwartz will try and set Taylor Mallam in. Out comes the keeper. Kylie Hall, the captain, immediately bowls it out here down this near side. It eludes Peschel, and Smitherman will go back to Hummingbird. Good layoff from Blankenship. I say good layoff, and then just in front of Lauren Smitherman. And a throw in for Douglas. Well, we had to wait for this game. Kickoff delayed some half an hour just to see the end of the lightning and the thunder that we've had here this afternoon.
I think it's definitely worth the wait so far. It's quite a match. Not very long into this first half.
We'll tell you about what happens to the winners later on in the broadcast. Here is Hubbard. Her side trailing by 2-1. And she's run out of field. They're right in front of the Tulsa bench. You could see the subs there with their pink bibs on. Here's Guthrie. Laying it back to Hummingbird. Hummingbird forward to the girl who's on a hat-trick now, Rachel Blankenship. Hummingbird just controls the ball, lays it here to Van Vossen. Van Vossen wears the 99 shirt. She will go across to Cora Dunnock. Liberty University girl. Crosses the halfway line. Driving run. One assist already. Here's Beffer. Sierra Schwartz couldn't quite get on the end of that one. And it will be a throw in to Fortuna Tulsa. we can't exactly say the sun is coming out, Brittany, but it certainly has relented the rain, hasn't it, somewhat?
It's not as dark. It got quite dark very fast early this afternoon here, and luckily for us, the showers are kind of clearing out. I think they will continue to do so as we keep continuing on to our match.
Here's Dunnock sharing a couple of passes with Beffa. Beffa's right-footed ball into the box, headed away well by Pankratova, who's back there helping out from the midfield. Hubbard playing it right back in the back four, clears up to the goal scorer, Megan Riley. Sarah Piper now with the ball, left-footed, long, looking for Pescatore. But it's Van Fossen who will go back here to Paige Hobart. Hobart now to Hummingbird. And Taylor Mallam and Rachel Blankenship just managing to get the ball, keep it alive for the home side, who won their division. Here's Smitherman. Wants to take on Douglas here, goes infield, left-footed, drives the ball, hits the defender, comes back here to Blankenship. Blankenship will feed the ball in here to Reagan Whitlow. Whitlow will kind of punt towards goal, and it's just wide, and that was not far wide at all, Brittany Scraper.
It was not. It was dipping down. It looked like it might just drop just enough to kind of sneak in that upper post there. It looks like it just clips wide of the net, but good build-up play by Fortuna Tulsa. The Royals are also doing an excellent job team defending, pressing, and not making it easy on this Fortuna side, who's had a lot of success throughout the season, looking forward and creating chances, finding lots of channels.
Ball out to the far side to Luffley. Good build-up here. And then, as I say that, in steps Rachel Blankenship now and feeds Taylor Mallam. Mallam, who's had USA women's team experience under 18, receives the ball back here. Can she get a decent ball in? No, because that's good defending from Douglas, who stuck to her task well there, Brittany.
Yeah, she did. We mentioned it earlier. They're going to be battling here on this right side all day. I mean, a great defensive effort there, not letting, just getting a little bit of a piece, not letting that service across, and that's your job as a defender. You can't allow service on that side.
Here's Sierra Schwartz now, driving one towards goal. Down goes the keeper, does well, and then the clearance is completed by Sarah Piper. Good save from Kylie Hall, who came into this game on 42 saves in the regular season. Decent keeper. He's done well so far.
Yeah, judging those balls coming in, especially when they're low and with the surface that they're playing on, is not easy to anticipate as a goalkeeper, especially when they're coming in as hard as some of the saves that she's already had to make today.
Megan Riley pushes the ball out wide to Luffley. Volleyed away by Hummingbird. Here's Addie Guthrie making a turn there, wearing number 3. Blankenship now. Driving the ball towards the left-hand side. It eludes Hubbard, falls nicely to Anna Beffa. Anna Beffa now, one step over. Can she get a decent ball in? She certainly can, and then it's volleyed over or back infield. There's Beffa with another header. And in the end, Kylie Hall accepts it gratefully. But good play from Anna Beffa there, who's just felt a bit of a challenge there, and I think the referee may have to stop this. Might have been a head clash there, Brittany.
It appears that it was. When the ball kind of came back across, she jumped up for that header and she was contested for it. So it's hard to kind of tell, but it definitely looks like she's struggling over there. It looked like it was a hard collision whenever she went up. It's hard to tell if she hit her head or if she came down on something. Anna
Beffa, as we said, the girl down there, is playing professionally now in Strasbourg in France. Has done really well, and you said one of the better players that you've seen in Tulsa, in the Tulsa area.
Absolutely. We've had so many amazing soccer players come out of the Tulsa area. from our club system in high school, and I think she's definitely one of the top players that I've seen come out, and a lot of it's due to her dedication, how much she works on her own. She's definitely worked for everything she has. She's an incredibly talented player, but she's worked very hard to round herself out as a player and create all of her weaknesses into strengths. So I think that's one thing that will be a big loss for Fortuna here if she's not going to be able to continue the rest of this match.
Anna Beffer there, who, as we say, plays with both feet. Referee is just chatting to the goalkeeper to say how we're going to get underway again. Taylor Mallam's coming off. And Anna Beffer on the far side there, I don't think officially has been substituted. Taylor Mallam's having a rest. And on to the field comes Marissa Kinsey. And we're underway again. And sensibly the referee says we'll just play on from a punt from the goalkeeper. Here's Hummingbird from Rockwall, Texas. Kinsley now on the right-hand side. Schwartz was fouled there by Piper. Play on, says the referee, although tried to play the advantage, didn't get it. And the right call in the end, Brittany.
I think it was. As a referee, you always, if you can, let the play continue. You want to keep the flow of the game going, but if the team loses the advantage there, he did an excellent job, called it back, let them have the free kick.
Now, we're sorry we haven't got all of our cameras in operation, but we can tell you that is a great shot of this free kick, and Sierra Schwartz is a very good dead ball specialist, so could see a shot on frame here, although there's a whole host of players towards the far side waiting for the cross perhaps. Here's Schwartz. Referee blows his whistle. Schwartz comes up and does go towards goal and hits the bar, and it bounces back in.
Yeah, that's a great shot by Sierra Schwartz as it comes back in the middle.
Still the danger not cleared. Lots of girls sliding in here trying to win the ball. And finally the Royals it is who come away with the ball. One back though.
Great stuff from both sides. Kind of an unexpected free kick by Sierra Schwartz. We know she's well known for those and her excellent strikes. You don't know if she's going to serve it in or have a shot on goal, but excellent shot on goal. Just nicks off the post there. Great stuff by Royals to get the danger clear, and then but Fortuna back with possession again.
Here's Smitherman. And that ball is out. Want to say friends supporting at Fortuna Tulsa all the way from Lincoln. We'd love for some Royals fans to get in contact with us tonight. Weather clearing up. Had the pleasure of meeting the coach, Nick as he likes to be called, Baja Tarovic. A really nice, there we are, really nice man who's suffering with a bit of an Achilles injury, so he's got one of those aids to help him wheel along. Lots of smiles as they arrived.
Achilles injuries are no fun. I know that from personal experience. I have one of those little wheelie guys too. Good battling from both sides. You can definitely tell it's a conference final. Both sides working extremely hard, pressing really high to try to win the ball back. So you're seeing great defensive shape by both sides right now.
2-1 the score. Throw in for Douglas deep in her own territory. Long ball forward. Van Vossen left foots the ball to Smitherman. Smitherman back to Hummingbird. Hummingbird now coming up to halfway, lays the ball in nicely to Sierra Schwartz. And again, good defending from Douglas, who's impressed me at left back for the Royals. Brittany?
Yeah, she has. She's been solid on that side, which she needs to be. She has Sierra Schwartz. She's had Taylor Mallam coming at her on that side. She's done a good job of shutting off the service.
Now we're going to see Pescatori coming out here. A couple of substitutions. Can't see who the other Royals player is at the moment to be leaving the field. I think it's Huff who's coming off as well, yeah. And onto the field comes the number 11. Now Juliana Carter. Juliana Carter is the top goal scorer in regular season play. Wearing 11, just trotting onto the field there. Also, Metz has come on, and Metz. Carter has gone into somewhat of a midfield role here. Kinsley now into the box. Hubbard gets a kind of a knee or thigh on it and then tries to complete the clearance. Still they can't get rid of it. Now they can. Here's Peschel. Peschel feeding the ball in here to Pankratova. Piper away. Up to Riley. Riley does extremely well there.
She does.
Peschel now.
Yeah, Riley's done some extremely nice stuff on the ball, keeping composure and keeping the ball for this Royal side.
Guthrie there just shrugging off Pankratova, who felt she should have had a foul there. She was somewhat shrugged off. Here's Mallam back on the field. Mallam now to Blankenship. Blankenship, of course, is on a hat-trick, having scored the 2 goals. Fortuna having gone behind to an early Royals goal. Royals really came out firing. They were ready. They were up for this.
They were. They came out very hard. They were pressing very early on, and I think caught Fortuna sleeping a little bit on that back line. They're not used to teams pressing them so hard so early in the match, but Fortuna did a great job of rallying, getting 2 quick goals from Rachel Blankenship to put them up 2-1. And I think we've seen the game so far kind of settle down. Both teams relaxed a little bit. Still high pressure from both sides, trying to win the ball higher in possession, but looking to keep the ball a little bit more.
So 2-1 the score then. Winner takes all. Pankratova there bringing in Luffley on the right-hand side, but Dunnock takes over for Fortuna under the lights here at Titan Sports Complex in Jinx, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Here's Dunnock now. Clips the ball into the box. Good defending there from Grace Piper. Gets it out to Luffley. Ball loose. Falls nicely for Blankenship. Blankenship to Smitherman. Smitherman inside the Royals half, up to Schwartz, who's battling hard in the number 9 position.
Yeah, Schwartz for Fortuna has done a very good job of making those runs, checking those runs back in, and then keeping and holding the ball up for Fortuna.
Here's Blankenship again. Schwartz now tries one. Ricochets off the defender. Douglas battles with Kingsley. And now we have a throw-in for Fortuna down the right.
It's going to fall to Smitherman, looking for service. Good pressure by the Royals again. Back to Rachel Hummingbird, who's going to circle it back out to Van Fossen. Fortuna just trying to slow the pace down a little bit, keep possession, try to build up on this Royals defense.
Yeah, if you're a neutral watching this game, you'd say that, you know, it's fairly even, although you would say that the better passing has come from Fortuna probably in patches.
Yeah, I think Fortuna's done a little bit better job connecting those final passes in the final third. They've been able to get a few more services across the box in the Royals' dangerous area, and the Royals have only been able to get a couple.
Difficult to pick up on our feed, but it's a pretty good crowd in here, Brittany. I mean, people have had to be patient. People were stood inside like us with our wires and electricity and then, you know, it is clearing up, and there's a pretty decent crowd in.
Yeah, there really is, and that's great to see all these people come out and support local soccer like this, even when the weather's not the greatest. Excellent to see them come out, lots of families enjoying the game, and so far it's been a great game to watch. Looks like Fortuna's making another sub. They're changing some things around. Looks like Rachel Blankenship's going to move up top. Sarah Schwartz is going to come off, and Amanda Carreno is going to fall in that center mid position. Looks like Reagan Whitlow is also getting a bit of a rest. And the Royals are making some changes.
Yeah, that's coming.
Taylor Douglas having a sub, and
yeah, she's impressed me, Douglas.
she has. It's probably good that she's just going to get a quick breather, catch her breath, get her sorted back in.
And Grace McKinney comes on wearing 99, so we've got a 99 on each side now.
Both in the back.
Good tackling there. Smitherman. Up to Kinsey. Blankenship lays off to Coreno. Coreno just a hurry clearance under pressure there from Peschel.
Yeah, again, I think we're seeing that high pressure by the Royals making it a little bit difficult for Fortuna Tulsa to connect those passes as easy as they would like on that right side.
Peschel felt that throw should have gone to her. I must admit I had some sympathy there.
Yeah, looked like it might have been.
The AR saying a little bit of pushing, I think, in the back. And now there will be a free kick. Mr. Robinson, the referee, saying it's a free kick. A little bit of pushing in the back, I think, from Grace McKinney there, the 99. Gives Fortuna Tulsa, who are playing in predominantly light blue socks, black shorts, and the black backs to their shirts. Ball into box is a dangerous one. It eludes the first pair of players. Where's it going to fall? In the end, Laughley is able to get it away.
It was a great service in, and it just looks like kind of snuck past everyone there. It looked like 3 Fortuna players are going to get a bite at the cherry there, and it just kind of slipped through everyone.
It did, and it's gone away for a throw-in, which has been thrown in. Laughley clears the danger. (2-1) the score to Fortuna Tulsa in this winner-takes-all Red River Conference Championship. Here's Addie Guthrie's ball, volleyed away by Sarah Piper. Ball loose inside the box. Blankenship goes for it, keeps it in. Tries to turn the defender, but that's Grace Piper. She's having none of that. Good defending.
Yeah, great job there. Way to stand her up, and then she also didn't give away the corner. She made sure that I went out for a throw-in. Definitely don't want to give away a corner with a team like Fortuna that's dangerous in the air.
Taylor Mallam just hooking the ball over her shoulder there. Coreno goes for that, goes down. Good clearance away in the end from McKinney. And Rachel Hummingbird is fouled by Riley. Referee straight over to Riley just to tell her that we've got to allow for the conditions a little bit. Lecture from the referee. I think you have to allow for the conditions. I think that's what the referee's done there, Brittany.
Yeah, it seemed like that's what they were having a discussion about. I mean, the pitch is a little bit wetter and slippier than they would normally be used to playing on. Some of those sliding challenges you've got to kind of get a hold of a little bit better because they could turn dangerous pretty quickly.
Good header away from Piper, now brought down by Pankratova in the midfield, and she's won the free kick here for the Royals. Ball headed away. Kept in by the Royals. Here's Peschel. Clip ball into the box, a good one. Dunnett gets a left foot in there, but the first person to it is Riley. Riley back in, hits the leg of Van Fossen. Ball loose here. Juliana Carter takes over. The top goal scorer for the Royals. Back to Hubbard. Hubbard will have to go even further back here maybe. She will indeed go all the way back to her goalkeeper, Kylie Hall, the captain. Having to wear a green pinny there because very similar to the Fortuna shirts. Here's Hubbard now. Hurriedly, she wanted movement ahead of her. I don't blame her a little bit there, Brittany. She wanted movement ahead of her, and in the end it was a hurried sort of ball down the right, which gives a throw into Fortuna. Here's Cora Dunnock with the white headband. Guthrie kind of gets tangled up on their own feet. Ball slipped through here. It's a good one. Ball back, and there's Hummingbird to clear the danger. Riley's in there, and in the end, Paige Hobart is grateful to receive that one.
It was good build-up play by the Royals there. Great sneaky little ball through to try to get a shot on goal. And Fortuna does a good job of just clearing it out enough and not putting enough pressure to make it not an easy shot on goal.
It's a ball through to the goalkeeper, Kylie Hall. Played her high school at Mansfield Legacy High School. And plans to major in criminal justice. Here's Juliana Carter laying the ball off here to Grace Piper. Hubbard, who's seen quite a bit of the ball at right back, up to Megan Riley. The Royals have been playing their home games at the British International School in Houston. Well supported, good club. Got a USL Division 2 men's team. Nikki Caranta comes in for Fortuna Tulsa, nicknamed the Royal Family. And we thank you for your company here, if you're a Royals fan. To somewhat of a soggy and wet Tulsa, although the rain seems to have relented and the forecast is for it to stay dry from now on. You've seen a great game, as you can see on our feed. Fortuna 2, AHFC 1. AHFC took the lead in the first minute through Megan Riley, but 2 goals from Rachel Blankenship have given Fortuna the lead. But here come the Royals. Peschel now, wearing 15. Taking on Kingsley. Kingsley has got that one and clears. That's a good battle as well. Kingsley having to do quite a bit of defending there, Brittany.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, they just shifted her back to right back. She was playing on the outside mid. When Nikki Caranta came in, they adjusted spots there.
That's going to be a goal kick, I think. Both players wanted that one. So Paige Hobart, wearing 7, the goalkeeper, left footer for Fortuna Tulsa. Kind of shared the goalkeeping duties with Alexis Back, who's on the bench. Clears left-footed up towards halfway. Katova comes in with a very strong challenge there. Kingsley felt that one, I think.
Yeah, I think she kind of got a little charge to the back there. Looked like it was a little unpleasant. Haley Van Fossen coming to take this with her extremely long strikes that she's capable of.
Yeah, Van Fossen played her high school ball up the road from here in Union High School. She's from Broken Arrow, an area of just outside Tulsa, and she attends the University of Arkansas. Ball into the box from Cora Dunnock is a good one, and Blankenship was on a hat-trick and just couldn't get on the end of it, and that, if you wanted a hat-trick chance, Brittany Scraper,
it was definitely
was a chance.
there. It was a great ball in by Cora Dunnock. She sees Rachel Blankenship on that back post and looks to just feed her. I think the ball kind of skipping on the ground. Rachel Blankenship had a little hard time adjusting to it and just missed it. But man, I bet she wished she had that back again.
Now ball's loose here. Addie Guthrie takes over, goes in for a challenge. Grace Piper was up to the challenge though and won it back for the Royals. Here's Laughley. Good battle now. Douglas has gone from left back to right back now. Fortuna Tulsa had a record of 7-1-0, 7 wins on the season, just 1 draw, which they had a 2-2 draw. They had to come from behind late on down the road in Oklahoma City. Ended up winning the division.
Ooh, Nice through ball by Rachel Blankenship. She's having quite a game so far this game.
And there's Mallam's ball in. Stooping header from Caranta. What a super goal. I mean, the ball in from Mallam was really good. Stooping header from Caranta, who comes in and makes it 3-1 to Fortuna Tulsa.
Yeah, Nikki Caranta being brave there, sticking her head where the defender definitely didn't want it to be. But great stuff by Fortuna Tulsa. Good build-up play. Excellent ball there by Taylor Mallam, who's just given amazing services all season. But excellent job by Nikki Caranta. She does a good job of kind of ducking in front of that defender, in front of McKinney there, just kind of outpacing her, and does a good job of redirecting it back across the goalkeeper, which makes it more difficult for her to readjust her body to try to save, and that puts up Fortuna 3-1.
Yeah, a little bit of daylight now between the two teams. Nikki Caranta's second goal of the season. But the Royals have acquitted themselves extremely well. Be slightly disappointed to have conceded when they did, because they had some good pressure just before that goal.
They have.
Here's Kingsley's ball into the box. That's a good take from the goalkeeper, Kylie Hall. Hall now will clear, right-footed.
Nikki Caranta.
And cleared away to Douglas, as we said, who started on the left. Now she's on the right. Riley couldn't get on the end of that one. Here's Douglas again, just keeping the ball in. Stolen away by Mallam.
Everybody battling, challenging on that side. Everybody working hard to try to win possession of that ball.
Yeah, as we said, it's a winner takes all, so you've got to battle for every single ball. The Royals have had a very good season. They've won 7 games, they've only lost the 1, and that was a 4-3. You can see the graphic now on our screen. That was a 4-3 to the TTI Bluebonnets, who did actually win the league in a 7-goal thriller as more substitutions go on. Impressive wins against Texas Titans 7-0 and Alamo City 9-0. Scored 33 goals. 34 now, of course, and conceded 14 with tonight's games. So a good season for the Royals. But they trail here by 3-1. Here's Whitlow. Good challenge coming in again from Douglas. Ball loose here, Carreno. Fortuna trying to keep the ball moving here. Still the surface, as we say, quite slick from the rain we've had. Here's Whitlow. And Blankenship takes over. She of 2 of the 3 goals scored by her. It's a foul on Pankratova.
Yeah, it looks like Blankenship got a little bit too much of
Pankratova there.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Ball now is headed away. Peschel will keep this in. Now down the right hand side is Sarah Piper, just playing that back to her keeper Hall. Hall gets this to McKinney.
Hall did well there. Caranta was pressing very hard. Hall does a great job of just keeping her head up and connecting a good pass there.
Throw in then for McKinney. More changes going on here. Fortuna just taking off Taylor Mallam there. Sierra Schwartz comes back into the fray. This is good play from Pescatori. Good turn, twisting and turning from Riley. Now Peschel. Pescatori in on goal, shoots! and I think it hit the post. In fact, the referee's saying there was a touch from Paige Hobart. Good play from Pescatori.
It was, and it started with Riley, who's done an excellent job for the Royals of just kind of being calm, keeping her composure. She does a good job turning, finding that through ball, and then Pescatori with a great first touch to get her in on that in on goal there. And she has a good shot, and it forces Hobart to make a save. Pescatori with the corner goes up. Looks like Reagan Whitlow's going to come out with it for Fortuna Tulsa.
Reagan Whitlow, the TU girl, up to another TU girl, Blankenship. Under pressure here. That's good play, good pressure from the Royals. Kinsey then plays the ball out. There's going to be a throw in here just down below our commentary position for McKinney. McKinney to Peschel. Peschel now, what can she do with it here? She tries a shot, skids into the grateful arms, though, of Paige Hobart, who kept her eye on that, and that's good goalkeeping, but good pressure from the Royals.
Yeah, good stuff from the Royals there. I mean, she's looking around, she's trying to find a ball to play, but Fortuna Tulsa was keeping really tight, so she looked to give Hobart a test.
Catherine Huff, who started the game, went off for a little rest, come back on. Here's Blankenship now. Pankratova goes down again. Shot from Caranta there is an easy one for the goalkeeper. Valeria Pankratova plays fairly locally to here actually. She's at NSU in Tahlequah. Originally from Moscow. Only 5'5", but a very skillful player in the central midfield there.
Yeah, she definitely has had some great footwork so far in this half.
Long ball over the top of the two Pipers who are at the heart of the defence. Ball's going to be loose here. Whitlow's going to get to it first, but she's crowded out at the end by Douglas.
Yeah, Douglas again coming up big for the Royals there. She's reading things very well defensively.
Sarah Schwartz there, down to Carreno. Carreno, very tricky local coach. She thought she'd won the corner, but the referee says that he saw a goal kick. Goal kick it is then to the Royals. 3-1 the score. Coming up to the fourth official, who'll be showing us the board before long, but Peschel's getting a well-earned rest. Hubbard comes back on now at the centre-back position, having started at right-back. Schwartz wins a header over Pankratova, who felt she was unfairly pushed away. Ball from Carreno is into the box. Going to fall loose here to Whitlow. Whitlow doesn't get hold of that one properly, and that's going to finish on the runway of the... it lands up in a big puddle, actually.
It does. It kind of looks like a runway over there.
We were able to call one of the games here for Fortuna Tulsa this year. They have been playing at the home of the Tulsa Drillers, the baseball field, which is also used by the Tulsa Roughnecks. But on that night, there is an airport just to the side of the field here. We'll come back to that story in just a moment. Caranta scored the third goal. Ball given away by Fortuna Tulsa. And here's the very tricky Pescatori.
Leading a good ball into space there.
Yeah, to Laffley, who's played on the right. She now plays on the left. Just one touch too much.
Just a little heavy on the touch.
Just back, Brittany will testify, there were planes taking off and landing all night, but alas, I'm assuming because of the weather, we're not seeing many small planes landing.
No, I think at one point we started counting because there are so many, but I haven't seen any today. It must be the weather.
2 minutes to be added on then at the end of this first half as we see the goal kick. We're going to work on our cameras at half time as well. We think a little bit of rain has got into the system, so we hope you are enjoying from our sideline camera. We do have a camera that's slightly higher, and thanks to Mo for operating our camera from the sideline, or we would have no pictures to give you whatsoever. So we hope you are somewhat enjoying this, and we will work on the technicalities during the 15-minute break. is Haley Van Vossen. Just has to check and go all the way back to goalkeeper Hobart. She's been beaten once in the first minute by Riley, Megan Riley, with a very fine goal. Riley has scored 5 goals in regular season, so her tally for the season is now 6. Hummingbird, Van Vossen. Again, just trying to play out the 2 minutes that are being added on here at the end of this first half in the Red River Conference Championship. See the man in the middle there, Roy Robinson, with the whistle. And we must be very nearly there. We're at the Titan Sports Complex here in South Tulsa. And a very, very late substitution here. McKinney's coming off, and Douglas will move to left back. And it's Grace Piper who comes back in to partner her sister at the heart of the defence for the last few seconds. And in fact, the referee brings proceedings to an end for the first half, with Fortuna Tulsa leading by 3 goals to 1. But Brittany, as we often say, this game is far from over.
Yeah, definitely. As you can see by the Royals press, I mean, they're continuing to double team Fortuna whenever they have the ball. They're looking to press as high as they can, and they started getting a little bit better run of play. We saw a few good connections over here on this left side. We saw Riley kind of come up with a little magic, creating some good opportunities there. So Royals definitely not done. It's easy to get one back, and that changes the whole dynamic of the game. You kind of get momentum at that point. You make a 3-2 scenario. It changes things definitely for the Royals. So they'll be looking to come out in the second half early like they did in the first half and try to get something. Maybe Fortuna's not paying attention.
Well, we will take a short break now, and we'll come back with some highlights from the first half. Scraper bringing you the commentary in this championship game from the Red River. 3-1 the score. A very, very entertaining game, Brittany, especially early on.
Especially early on, which unfortunately not everyone was able to see, but Royals came out firing on Fortuna Tulsa, came out with an excellent early goal to put Royals ahead 1-0, and then Fortuna Tulsa coming back and scoring 2 quickly and then finding a third later on in the half.
Well, it was 1-1, and then we saw 2-1 with this goal from Rachel Blankenship for Fortuna Tulsa, her second of the night, Brittany.
Yeah, and we see here the ball moving around well. Taylor, this looks like this is the third goal. Taylor Malum with the assist there, and Nikki Caranta doing a job of getting in front of her defender, just redirecting the ball across away from the goalkeeper and tucking it in for Fortuna's third goal.
Yep, here's another goal from the first half. It was a perfect cross, of course, for Nikki Carantas. Just going back to that goal, what a lovely stooping header, but what a great delivery from
It
the left.
was, and we've seen that so much this season from Taylor Malum. She's a very special player, and she looks to give her teammates the absolute best ball that she can, and she did it again there. She just does a great job getting her head up and is able to pick out Caranta, making that back post run.
Well, don't go away. We're going to work on some technicalities that we'll hope to bring you more camera views in the second half. The rain has relented. It's a great game, this one. Don't go away. The second half is coming up next. It's Fortuna 3, the Royals 1. Well, welcome back in here to Tulsa, wet and soggy Tulsa tonight, although we do see a little break in the clouds now, a little bit of blue sky there. The score at halftime here is Fortuna Tulsa 3, the Royals from Texas 1, and Brittany, game far from over. You know, if the Royals could get the next goal, it would be game on again, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure their halftime talk was looking to ways that they can break that Fortuna back line down. They did an excellent job of continuing to press, hard press, all the way from their defenders up to their forwards. But they'll be looking to continue to do that and try to build off the end of that first half play by connecting some good passes. They had some good stuff that they were able to get going at the very end of that first half.
That's the voice of Brittany Scraper alongside yours truly, Dave Saunders, play-by-play commentator here for this winner takes all. The winners advance to the WPSL Central Regional Championships in Minneapolis. Just a short journey up to Minnesota for either of these two teams.
It's not far. I'm sure that both teams are desperately want to be on that trip next weekend. So we'll see. We saw quite a battle in the first half. A little bit of physical play from both sides. I'm sure we'll see a lot of that going in the second half as well.
Yes, it's a keenly fought contest, and the referee, Mr. Roy Robinson, has refereed it extremely well. Lots of substitutions, as you can imagine, on a night like this, and Fortuna Tulsa normally make a substitution at half-time. That has been certainly the pattern of play, and I think it is Alexis Bach, who's slightly taller than Paige Harbottle, is now in the goal for Fortuna Tulsa as we're underway in this second half. Thank you again for your company here, as Lauren Smitherman, the right back for Fortuna Tulsa, takes the throw-in up to Addison Guthrie. In steps Huff for the Royals, who have possession of the ball now. Sarah Piper, hurried clearance there. Guthrie steps in. Here's Nikki Caranta now. Left-footed, threaded ball through. Is going to go all the way through to Kylie Hall.
Yeah, great step by Fortuna. Good step by Guthrie, stepping up, winning that ball. Caranta looking just to slide Sierra Shorts through. Plays it a little bit long.
Ball loose now on this right-hand side. Looking for Megan Riley. Kelsey Gordon there, who's on nearest to the ball there for Fortuna Tulsa. Didn't feature in the first half. She has played in quite a few of the games in the regular season. Tall girl there, running to the left of your frame. Cora Dunnock in frame there, has been ever present at left back for Fortuna Tulsa. And here's Alexis Bach, the right footer. Huff wins it though for the Royals. Here's Riley, and then away by Hummingbird to this near side, and that will skip off the turf, and Taylor Mallam's pretty quick, but no way was she going to get that, Brittany.
Nope, just a little too far there.
You can see the crowd there, an idea of the crowd to the left of our camera there as Mallam heads it into the crowd there.
Yeah, it's a great crowd, especially for a rainy night.
Yes, some started off inside the complex, and then they kind of ventured out bravely as the rain has relented. Throw in then for the Royals Hubbard. Making progress now 5 yards up the right hand side for the Royals. Dunnock heads away back to the thrower there. Hubbard, here's the very impressive Pescatore. She's just run out of room there. Here's Cora Dunnock then. Throwing the ball up the left-hand side. Schwartz holding off the defender. Defender there's Grace Piper. Good ball out to the right-hand side. Nikki Caranta, who went to high school here in Tulsa at Bixby. Good ball here to Blankenship, who's on a hat-trick. Shoots! Good save by the keeper. Going to come back to Mallam here. Could it be 4 for Tulsa? Everybody sliding in there. It's going to come onto the far side here to Caranta. Drives the ball in. Away it goes from the Royals. And Piper in the end, it is clears only as far as Smitherman. We'll come back to Brittany in just a moment because the danger is not averted here. Brittany, a great chance there. And Mallam nearly making it 4-1.
It was, yeah, and they're not done yet. Cora Donnock feeding Mallam yet again here on the left side, who's always getting her head up, trying to pick out that threading pass. excellent stuff by the goalkeeper Hall, stepping in there and squashing that attack. But yeah, excellent stuff by Fortuna Tulsa. You can see that that's one of the things that they love to do. They don't stop pressing. They don't sit and watch somebody have a shot. They don't watch somebody play a good through ball. They're continuing to work to get forward, and if it doesn't work out, then you see another Fortuna player at the end of it. And the Royals did a good job of somehow being able to thread that out, and then Hall does an excellent job to finish possession out there.
She is certainly an excellent keeper, is Kylie Hall. She was named the Southland Goalkeeper of the Week on September the 4th, and then again on September the 11th, and recorded 57 saves on the year, 4 total shutouts on the year.
Good service by Nikki Caranta, who picks up her own deflection there and looks to have a shot on goal. She does well to try to stay over it, but it's just off target. Hall will serve out the goal kick here.
Yeah, good pressure again, but good defending, and this game is far from over, as we keep saying, with the score really delicately poised at 3-1. Here's Blankenship just feeding in Dunnock here. Dunnock shares a 1-2. Good play. Here's Cora Dunnock now. Left-footed ball into the 6-yard box is volleyed away. And just about kept in by Laughley. Blankenship again to Schwartz. Still they come to Fortuna Tulsa, but still the Royals hold firm. Dunnock is offside. Cora Dunnock will run back. She certainly likes to get forward. Good defender, Cora Dunnock, but likes to get forward as well.
She does, yeah, and that's one thing that Fortuna likes to do, that as the game moves on, they love to shift their outside backs as high in the field as they can. We see teams like Manchester City and Liverpool do that with great success, and Cora Dunnock finds that success quite a bit as well.
Good ball threaded forward. Hubbard's there, though, back. And the sliding challenge comes in. Hubbard does well. That's going to be a goal kick. And in fact, it's a foul, says the referee. Fortuna Tulsa is just a little bit eager there, sliding in there. That's Avery Dubach. Good refereeing again, right on top of the play. Kylie Hall, the goalkeeper, of course, from Texas A&M. Is Riley. Riley now to Douglas, who's back in the more familiar left-back position, goes round Smitherman, keeps it in, says the AR, and Hummingbird will drive the ball away. Pankratova will go back to keeper Hall. Kylie Hall, 5'10", hometown Mansfield in Texas. Hurried clearance in the end there from Grace Piper means a throw in for Fortuna Tulsa. Malum wants to take it quickly, now has to wait for movement, and then in fact leaves the ball for Cora Dunnock. 3-1 it is to Fortuna Tulsa. That ball is going to be headed away by Grace Piper. It's going to be a corner, and still Fortuna Tulsa really banging on the door for the 4th goal.
They have, and you see them shift numbers high, and they're winning the ball and eventually getting this corner kick by that high pressure that Fortuna was putting on that Royals back line.
Going to be the corner from Taylor Malum. Malum, who scored 4 goals in regular season for Fortuna Tulsa, drives it towards the back. It's a good header away. I think it was Pankratova that got the header on that one. Going to be a throw in then for Fortuna Tulsa on the far side. It's going to be taken by Lauren Smitherman. Smitherman retrieves the ball now. University of Illinois player. Throws infield, looking for Schwartz, who got a bit of a shove there. No penalty, says the referee. Not enough doing there. That was quite a shove, though, Brittany.
I mean, from my angle here, it looks like both of her arms came out from here. I mean, Shorts definitely hit the ground pretty hard there, but again, the referee is a little bit closer. I'm sure can make that call better than I can. He's reffed a good match thus far.
He has. Should we say we've seen them given?
We have seen them given, yes. Yeah, I would definitely say I've seen that called both ways. I've seen him leave it. I've seen him definitely call that a PK. I've seen that a lot in the World Cup.
There is the referee. We'll come back to the World Cup in just a moment. Here is Lauren Smitherman. You can see in your shot there, thanks again to Mo on our camera tonight. We've had the gremlins in the wires tonight, but we're able to bring you these pictures. We hope you're enjoying the production here. And that's a loose ball through. We'll bring in Brittany. Brittany, got a prediction on the World Cup. It's a certain USA who beat a certain England. We'll move on quickly
I know that's probably not what you want to dwell on, and then also they didn't have the result I think that you were looking for today as well, Dave. But yeah, that England match was a great game, obviously, but USA, I think they got it in the bag here. I think Netherlands will be a tricky side for them to play against. They have Martins and a lot of really, really good players, but I think the US has the experience. They're so solid all over the field. I think they're going to get four stars.
Ball loose there, headed forward by Blankenship. A whole host of players going for that one. Piper in the end it is, Sarah who clears the way. I think it's going to be a much different game, the final tomorrow, isn't it? I think we'll see the Netherlands really sitting in and making it hard for the USA to break them down. Much different game from the England game, I think.
I agree. Yeah, I think that'll be something exciting to see, the strategies in there. Good service in.
Ball in is a good one, but
well done by Hall.
Yeah, Hall is a really fantastic keeper to have in your side, isn't she?
She has, yeah. I mean, you have to be fearless as a goalkeeper, and you have to be confident. And she's done well to pick off some of these crosses before they're able to get to those Fortuna players on the back post.
Mallon shot hits Grace Piper. Caranta now on the edge of the box, swivels, turns, shoots, and again Hall makes a very competent save and made that look extremely easy when it was a difficult ball to take.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to see because she has all those players in front of her, all those defenders and attackers. It's hard for her to see that ball coming through, and she does well to wrap it up nicely.
Heidi Hall, who's played the lion's share of the games in the regular season for the Royals. Here's Malam, dispossessed by Pankratova, the Russian. Pescatore now. The ball is cut out well by Smitherman. Smitherman, good run this. Lots of space here. Lauren Smitherman looks up, continues with the ball. Schwartz has to watch the line here. That ball's going to come all the way through, and Hall has to come out again under pressure from Taylor Mallam.
She did, yeah. It was a great ball. You could definitely see all those Fortuna players holding their line. Royals do a good job of holding their back line to try to catch Fortuna off there, but Hall reads it well. Also read well right here by McKinney.
Yeah, good play from the Royals. Huff, who's the sitting midfielder. Hubbard, they do knock it around well. Pankratova again. Huff, back to Hubbard, still in their own half, have to go back to Kylie Hall, the goalkeeper and the captain. In the gloomy skies above, although there is some break in the clouds now. We think the rain has relented for the night. That's a loose ball from Huff, picked up by Hummingbird. Hummingbird will go back here to Alexis Bach. Back, the University of Arkansas keeper. Now, Nikki Caranta threading it forward. Can't find Mallam. Goes all the way through to keeper Hall again. It's difficult still with the surface, isn't it? Caranta's ball there just overhit, and it really takes off on the surface, doesn't it?
It was, and I mean, it's also turf, so the ball's going to play fast as it is. I think most of the games that both these teams have played have mostly been on grass surfaces, so that definitely changes the dynamic of the game of how you weight those passes and those through balls.
Certainly does. Another substitution here, and it's going to be Peschel who's going to come off. Peschel has worked hard, and I'm sure that won't be the last we see of her tonight. Hubbard there waiting with the ball under her arm to get going on this one. I think it's trying to see over there who's just come on. It's very difficult to see. As
why can't you see that far, Dave? That's not that far.
I think it's Ann Metz that's come on, wearing 28 there, gone in the front line.
It is nice being the developmental league that it is, that they're able to get unlimited substitutions. You can get players on and off and get good rest and move your players around, keep everyone fresh.
Back underway. Here's Eddie Guthrie, clashes with Pankratova. Referee says that will be a foul. Pankratova says, apologises to Guthrie. Referee wants a word, no cards tonight. Just having a word with Pankratova and saying, you know, I'm allowing for the conditions that fouls are starting to mount up, but it's not been any malicious challenge here tonight that I've seen.
No. Both teams going hard for sure, trying to win those balls, doing everything that they can, but nothing with any kind of malintent.
Hummingbird then, it is, driving the ball towards the 18-yard line. Headed away well by Sarah Piper. Ball brought down here to Pankratova. We've seen a lot of the ball in that midfield here, as has Pescatore. Smitherman. Back to Hummingbird. Hummingbird gets 2 bites of the cherry, gives it away to Pescatore again, who goes round Smitherman here now. Pescatore wearing 44, down the left-hand side. Smitherman gets that one, though, back for Fortuna Tulsa, who lead by 3-1.
Looks like Shira Schwartz is going to pick off this pass, threading it to this left-hand side to Taylor Malum.
Yeah, Malum here. Can she get a shot in? She was cutting in, wasn't she, and in the end?
She did. She found the ball across to Caranta, who just doesn't quite get over as much as she wanted to, sends it over.
Got a few more technical issues that we're fighting here. Sorry for the loss of picture there, but we go on. Ball headed on there by Megan Riley. Second half here, winner takes all. Winners of the Red River Conference Championship here advance to the Central Regional Championships in Minneapolis. Back with you now. Apologies for the gremlins. We've still got a lot of damp wires and other things beyond our control. Here's Riley, couple of step overs into the area, could get a shot away. Cross comes Hummingbird there. In fact, I think it was Smitherman in the end. It's quite gloomy out there now for commentators to see on the far side of the field as well.
It is. It's getting a little difficult to see from our vantage point up here inside the building. But great stuff by Riley. She's definitely been a huge bright spot for the Royals, trying to create something on that side.
Pescatore again wants to win the corner and does win the corner, says Mr. Robinson, the referee. So a chance for the Royals to get on the board here. If they were to get the next goal, Brittany, it would be a fantastic finish to this game.
It would be. It would make it a race to the end for sure. Closing it to making it a 3-2 game definitely changes the dynamic. It would give the Royals a lot of momentum going forward for the rest of the match. I'm sure they're going to be looking to try to sneak one in here on Fortuna off this corner kick.
Here is the corner, low into the box. It skips around in the box, and Dunnett will be happy to see that one cross the white line for a goal kick. And we have some more substitutions. I think I can count 3 Fortuna players waiting to come into the fray. Nikki Caranta is going to come off.
Sarah Schwartz and Taylor Malum look like they're going to get a rest as well.
Rachel Carroll's coming in for her first action tonight. Yeah, you're right, Taylor Malum comes off. Bree Leckleider's coming in. So good squad rotation. Yolanda Thomas, the coach in her first season as head coach of the Fortuna side. She did play up front for Fortuna last season. Very experienced. Piper got a header in there. Huff was in there as well. Pankratova comes away with the ball. The Royals still going at Fortuna Tulsa here. Here's Kelsey Gordon. Had her shirt tucked there, but she goes on. Plays a nice looking ball up to the front line. And it's going to be a throw-in on the far side for Lauren Smitherman. Bree Lecklider it is, 27 now, up front there with Marissa Kinsey. Now here is Lecklider. Blankenship wants that hat-trick, of course. Scored 2 of the 3 goals for Fortuna Tulsa. Threading a ball through. Good outstretched leg there. Ball loose inside the box. And there's a goal for Fortuna Tulsa, their 4th of the night. And it really came from an opportunist strike. And I'm just trying to see who it was. I think it was Rachel Carroll who got the final shot. In fact, the referees disallowed it for what can only be deemed an offside, I think, Brittany.
I'm assuming that he was calling it offside. I think it was Rachel Carroll. That backside might have just been a step off.
We'll see if we can get a replay on that just to bring you there. It was Rachel Carroll celebrating. We've got a camera of sorts that's working here. I'm not sure we'll be able to see this, will we? Well, the shot comes in there and...
maybe he's calling it a foul, maybe?
Yeah, it could have been a foul, actually.
On.
Yeah, could have been a foul, this one.
I'm assuming that he was calling the foul there on Rachel Carroll. I'm not so sure there was one there, but... Again, the referee sees the things that we don't, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, he's right there, Mr. Robinson. Disallowed goal then. It remains 3-1 to Fortuna Tulsa. The Royals are in town from Katy, Texas. And they would dearly love the 5th goal in this game to bring it back to 3-2. Throwing on the far side. It's going to be taken by Smitherman. Everything's slowing down quite a lot here now.
Yeah, that works out to Fortuna's advantage. The Royals are definitely going to want to try to keep pressing, keep Fortuna on their toes, but the game is slowing down some here.
Tackle coming in there, although the referee says it was unfair in the end. So free kick to the Royals. Going to be taken by Douglas. Drives it right-footed. Cleared away by Hummingbird. Straight back from Piper. Sarah Piper that was. Now ball down the right-hand side is a good one. Lecklider, good ball into the box. Keeper's there. But she says, you're okay, Eddie Hubbard, to clear that one. And that comes off Blankenship. It's going to stay in. Luffley it was who kept that one in. Slightly loose ball there.
Yeah, dangerous ball played back across court, trying to keep possession there.
Yeah, Avery Cortez it was, nearly on the end of that one. Cortez has run really well across the field. And that will go loosely away. And it remains 3-1. Thanks again for sticking with us here with the gremlins that we have in the system tonight. As Grace Piper heads that one back to the very safe hands of Kylie Hall, who's had a very fine game. Couldn't really have stopped any of the 3 goals.
Yeah, nothing she could have really done about those. But she has stopped several others.
She has.
Done her job back there in net for the Royals tonight.
Ball down the left-hand side, eludes Ann Metz. Two Pipers battling away for the Royal cause there. Here's Guthrie though for Fortuna. Goes round one, clips the ball towards the middle. That surely is offside, is it? No. Well, I must admit, we thought we were right in line with that. Looked offside. That's an outrageous effort there, headed away. Still the danger not averted. Still the ball like a game of ping pong in there. And then a mishit. All sorts of bodies being thrown at the ball. In the end, the referee says that was a foul on Juliana Carter.
Yeah, it looks like that initial ball might have been offside to me, but Kinsley does an excellent job of trying to test while the goalkeeper's out, trying to sneak one past there.
Yeah, it's one of those that we've seen in the World Cup, isn't it? That you have the ARs are told not to put their flag up until the play is ended, and it's one of those frustrating waits.
Yeah, you have to wait and wait and wait, but yeah, it never came.
Hummingbird now in control at the back for Fortuna Tulsa to Guthrie. Guthrie now to Smitherman. Smitherman now in the damp evening here in Tulsa. Plays a loose ball, and that will be Kylie Hall with a goal kick. 3-1. Guthrie is going to come off now for Fortuna Tulsa. And on comes Cora Dunnock there. I'm not sure the number was absolutely right there. Cora Dunnock is coming off, excuse me.
Yeah, it looks like Reagan Whitlow came in the middle.
You're right, so we'll wait to see who goes to left back.
Hummingbird looks like she's coming off to take a break.
And so is Laughley for the Royals.
Looks like Haley Van Fossen checks back in for Fortuna Tulsa, that center back spot for Hummingbird, I would assume.
So Gordon and Van Fossen.
And then looks like Bryn McQuaid checking in for Fortuna Tulsa as well.
So full rosters being used here by both coaches.
Yeah, that's good coaching though. I mean, you have those players that are there for a reason. Give everyone a rest, move things around, change your formation a little bit.
Here's Juliana Carter then, just keeping the ball in, the top goal scorer for the Royals. Strong challenge coming in. Referee says it's just going to be a throw-in. Certainly no quarter has been given in the challenges tonight, as you would expect.
Yeah, it's a final. Everything, every ball, every 50-50 ball, you've got to give it everything you have to try to win it for your team.
Douglas steps in there for the Royals. Strong challenge again comes in, deemed fair by Mr. Robinson, the referee. Ball cleared away by Smitherman, headed out by Douglas. Throw into Fortuna Tulsa, right on halfway. On World Cup final eve.
Yeah. Super finals tomorrow. We got all three finals tomorrow. A little controversy about that. All three finals being played the same day, the Women's World Cup, Copa America, and the Gold Cup final.
But I think the most important one, certainly stateside, is the one that will happen at 10 o'clock in the morning,
yes,
Oklahoma time.
Absolutely.
The World Cup final. The USA, of course, versus the Netherlands, in case you needed reminding.
It'll be an exciting morning.
Hubbard then driving a ball down the right-hand side, looking for Peschel. Peschel's back on the field. And he had a rest. Here's Blankenship. That's a slightly overhit ball. It just shows you've just got to hit the ball to feet or it runs away from you.
It is. It's really hard to weight those passes on a turf pitch, especially one that's been rained on all day. This makes it a little bit slick, a little tricky to play on.
Here's Carter then, slipping the ball through there to Pankratova. Good sweeping up though from Dubach for Fortuna. Went back to back, then Douglas here again, who's been one of the Royal players on the night for me. Very tidy player.
She has, and she's played on both sides of the field. She's put in a lot of work, a lot of miles tonight, defending well for the Royals side.
Throwing on the far side. Fortuna in possession of the ball, leading by 3-1.
Yeah, they'll be happy to just keep possession and move the ball around at this point. Try to slow and kill the game out. Not letting the Royals get any kind of sniff of anything.
But it is AHFC Royals who will have to come from behind if they're going to win this game. Ball down the right-hand side is going to go away for a goal kick. Nothing doing there for Fortuna Tulsa. Good defending again. Goal kick then from Hall. Headed by Blankenship, picked up by Peschel. Peschel here. Slight tug there of the shirt, I would suggest.
A little bit, yeah.
Kinsey.
Yeah, she had her arm in her shirt a little bit, it looked like, on this side.
Kelsey Gordon hit the deck there as well. Excuse me, Van Fossen it was. So 3-1 the score. And the Royals have possession of the ball here. Whitlow battling away for Fortuna, and in the end it's a clearance by Smitherman. Ball loose again, the Royals have it, wearing their royal blue shirts. Here's Juliana Carter wearing 11 in this central midfield. Brings in Douglas again. Douglas slips the ball down the left-hand side. And again, the danger averted. Another substitution, or two, or three, can be made now. Douglas is going to get a rest. She has worked hard, as we said, down the left. She's played on the right as well, so well-deserved rest for her. So as the substitutions go on, clock ticks down. Let's mount up with the time that has to be put on at the end, Brittany, as well.
That's what that fourth official's for.
Yeah.
He's keeping track of all the substitutions. There's been a lot of them tonight.
Mr. Evans, the fourth official tonight. Now, is there a chance for the Royals here? Here's Carter. Could hit one. Used to finding the back of the net as Juliana Carter. But the ball is cleared away. Anyway, will do at the moment for Fortuna Tulsa. Back from Piper. Peschel tries to step in. Good play from Gordon. Blankenship chipping the ball over the top, looking for Kinsey, didn't get there. Fortuna coming forward again, ball slipped through here to Kinsey. Kinsey's been driven out wide on the left. Can she win a corner at least? Tries to nutmeg the defender. Piper, who's having none of that, and in the end, good defending from Piper, and Kinsey kicking the ball away, and the referee will talk to her and say, no need for that on a night like this. Good,
yeah.
And great defending from Grace Piper, wasn't it? Quite
it was good defending. She held her ground there, and she's obviously looking for the Megs. Didn't get it, maybe a little frustrated. Referee says, hey, I know you're frustrated. Can't kick the ball away like that.
So the Royals still coming forward, but luckily it was dispossessed there. That's going to go harmlessly away. Crowd enthralled here in this one. Good crowd, as you can see. Sat round certainly the whole of the near side to us that our camera's on, and somewhere across the goal behind the thrower there, Haley Hubbard, the university from Spring, Texas, excuse me.
Fortuna Tulsa making some more substitutions.
So pretty much, I would say, both rosters have all been used now.
Yes, indeed they have.
So throwing it is for Hubbard. Haley Hubbard, who went to Klein Collins High School from Spring, Texas, as I said, a junior. And again, a save from Kylie Hall, who got behind that one. Urgency now. Juliana Carter towards the left-hand side, trying to get the ball for the Royals. Back from Smitherman. Headed away by the Royals again. Carter can't bring it down. In steps Luffley. Can't quite get the return there, but Pescatori keeps it alive. Here's Carter from Jasper, Texas. Good flick there, nearly got through the back line.
Almost stuck through there. Smitherman did a well done to read it, get a leg out just in time.
Pescatori again here with the ball. Oh, lovely little layoff there from Peschel. And then back had to get a hurried clearance in the Fortuna goal. Really impressed with this Royals pressure here. They try to come from 3-1 behind. Oh, that's a pull pullback. The referee said there was the initial foul, though, was by the Royals. But certainly there was a tug back on the shorts there, Brittany.
There definitely was. She was turning and taking off towards goal, and she just kind of gave her a little tug to the ground. Referee saw a foul that he called before that, though. So
again, we say the referee right on the spot.
Yep, he's up there.
Grace Piper with the clearance there. McKinney has come on at left back. No way through at the moment for the Royals, but they are pressing very impressively. Pescatore tries to get the ball back. Huff there battling away. Now she's pulling, says the referee.
Yeah, Royals desperate to get a goal. They're starting to run out of time here. They definitely need to make it a 3-2 ball game here.
There's Kinsey. Yeah, time running out, as you say. Kinsey now will run down this left-hand side. Piper comes across. Kinsey will win the corner. Sensible play from her.
Yeah, you're double teamed in the corner. There's not a lot you can do there, but try to bank it off the defender, win a corner, and she did. So smart stuff by her.
Yeah, Marissa Kinsey takes it short to Taylor Mallam. Mallam now will play back to Kinsey, who's still onside. Ball into the box. A player goes down in the box. Rachel Carroll it was who went down. No complaints from her that she was pushed over.
And then ball falls to Taylor Mallam, and she gets a little too far under it, sails it over. So it'll be Kylie Hall with the goal kick here for the Royals, trying to get it up to get some Royals attack going.
Yeah, time running out, and as you say, if they could get the 5th goal as another couple of substitutions take place. There is Hall, who's been beaten 3 times tonight, rather unluckily.
Amanda Carreno checking in for Fortuna Tulsa on this left side.
And Hubbard coming off, who's done well at right back.
She's done well. She's had a lot of action on this side.
For the Royals, yeah. We'll see who's going to replace her at right back, the 2 Pipers, the centre backs. And it's our friend Douglas. Taylor Douglas comes back on. She can play at left back, she can play at right back. She's got to play it right back here, heads it in field. Kinsey goes on another run. Here's Carreno inside the box. Cross comes Piper, concedes the corner. Amanda Carreno it is. Late on here. A 4th for Fortuna Tulsa would virtually guarantee them the championship. But the Royals will be looking to defend this corner as it comes in here. It's going to go into the side netting. Very unusual from Amanda Carreno.
Yeah, I don't see too many mistakes from Amanda Carreno, but hey, we're all capable of them. Lionel Messi, you know, not doing exactly his Lionel Messi things here of late. So
sent off today.
Yeah, I'm not so sure that was a red card, Dave.
I watched it and I have to agree with you.
I don't really know. Didn't really see him do much to deserve that, but
throw-in goes to Douglas.
You'll have to, if you didn't see the match, you'll have to watch the highlights of it.
Yeah, don't want to spoil the fun for everybody. Although I have just told everybody that Lionel Messi was sent off.
That's just more reason to tune in to watch the highlights.
There you go.
Check it out for yourself.
Kelsey Gordon.
Good bit of play by here for Fortuna Tulsa.
Yeah,
moving the ball around.
Dunnock down the right-hand side. She can play at left back. I'll add Douglas for the Royals. So both of those players have played in the left and right back roles. Throw in then, deep in Royals territory here for Fortuna Tulsa, leading by 3-1. 3 of those goals in the first 8 minutes. And Fortuna Tulsa will win a corner here. So you expect the taller girls to come up from the back as Carreno goes across to the right-hand side. This will be an in-swinger with the left foot.
Yes, it will. She'll get another take from her last corner kick. Didn't quite end up how she wanted. I'm sure she'll make up for it on this one.
So Carreno it is. Just placing the ball here. A whole host of girls from both teams in and around the 6-yard box. Ball comes into the 6-yard line, bobbles around. Whitlow's there, but so's Douglas, and that hits the corner flag, and that will be a throw-in. Douglas just helping the referee out there. Here's Whitlow then with the throw-in. Mallam tries to go between two Royals players. Douglas was caught late there. Carreno tries to chip towards goal. Not good enough to beat Hall. You have to be better than that to beat Hall, right?
You do, yeah. Hall's done well. She's done very well with her positioning to be able to pick off those crosses.
Still the Royals trying to come forward, but Guthrie does well inside the centre circle. Bryn McQuaid wearing 19 to Carreno. Carreno back to McQuaid. Neat ball, good ball in from McQuaid. Clipped away back to Carreno. Brings the ball down. In steps Peschel. Mallam, Peschel again battling in the midfield there. Riley it is who comes forward. That's going to elude Juliana Carter though. Decent ball needed there. Wasn't given to Carter. Now Guthrie. But away by Sarah Piper. Good pressure from both teams, Brittany. Good game to watch.
It has. Both teams have done really well with their pressing. Fortuna's doing a good job of pressing high and kind of squashing that attack that the Royals are so desperately trying to get going. Just playing a little too far. We've seen that a lot tonight. Players overplaying it, a little too heavy of a pass, not quite able to connect. And we're going to have some more substitutions here.
Yeah, Peschel wasn't sure that it was her that was being withdrawn. So she leaves the field, and I think Luffley is going to come back on.
Looks like Fortuna Tulsa is going to have some subs up as well.
So 3-1 the score, as you can see on our feed. Thank you for bearing with us tonight. There's a clip ball into the box. Space for Mallam. Oh, and a good save by the keeper, although it's hit right at it. I think either side, and it would have been 4-1.
I think so as well. Taylor Mallam did a great job. Her first touch was wonderful to bring it down, and instead of tucking it away in a corner, she plays it right back to Hall, who is happy, I'm sure, it collected in her hands than finding a corner pocket.
Riley still trying to battle away down that left-hand side. Still the Royals come at Fortuna. Throw-in it will be, though, for Fortuna. Yet another substitution. Off goes the number 27 for Fortuna, which is Bree Lechleider. Good turn here. Trying to elude the shackles of Paddy Guthrie there. Taylor Mallam steps in the middle. Driving run from Mallam. Good ball slipped through here. Could it be 4 for Fortuna? Here's Carreno for 4. Doesn't get hold of it, but I think it's got over the line, and the assistant referee says the flag is up, and Mr. Robinson, I think, will give the goal. All eyes on the referee. He's going to go away. I think the flag went up immediately.
He did. It does look like he raised it up. It's hard to tell from this angle if it was over the line. It was certainly very close. It just kind of snuck past Hall. It was definitely right on the line. It's hard to see where her body was. Oh, they are going to award the goal there.
Well, Kylie Hall goes down on her haunches there. The goal has been given. Amanda Carreno. Let's have a look at the replay here, Brittany, and see if we can get any eyes on this one.
It looks like it might maybe just ducks across before Hall's able to punch it back out. Again, hard angle from here. We need all the VAR angles.
We do. I'm not sure this is going to help us too much more. We'll maybe go back to that first angle. Certainly she was diving back behind the line. The assistant referee...
Her body was definitely behind the line, but it's when the whole ball has to be across. Obviously, we don't have goal line technology right now. I wish that we did. We'll get another look at it here. Good ball across. Carreno just gets a hold of it. It bounces, and it looks like maybe it just crosses over there before Hall's able to pull it back out.
Difficult, isn't it?
It is difficult, but the assistant referee, that's his job, to be on that line. He was where he needed to be to make that call, and he says it was over.
And to be fair to him, and I'm not sure the centre referee spotted it immediately, he did put his flag up immediately signalled for the goal.
Yeah, he was definitely watching and paying attention there, so you've got to believe that he probably got that right.
Amanda Carreno did not hit that as she would have liked, and in fact that probably meant that Kylie Hall, had to twist and turn, and Carreno gets her first goal of the season. 4-1 the score now, as Mallam goes for a fifth here. Taylor Mallam can go back to Carreno. Carreno now, couple of step overs, good ball into the box, good catch from Hall again.
Yeah, good bit of skill from Marina Carreno, doing what she does best, getting a good service. But Hall does well, reading that cross, picking it off before it becomes trouble for the Royals again.
It just shows you, though, in the top level of this game that, how important goal line technology is. And I'll throw in a controversial comment here.
Yeah, no.
I like goal line technology. I'm not sure we've got VAR right yet.
I completely agree with you, Dave. I agree 100%. I think having goal line technology is needed. It's necessary. It helps. But I think, as we saw during the Women's World Cup, VAR taken a little too far. Especially with some of the PK decisions and the goalkeeper decisions and things like that, slowing the game. 10 minutes being added on to several matches because of VAR. I think it's a lot of circumstances it was good, it was helpful, but maybe just taken a little too far.
And you won't get any more than a proud Englishman than me, and I don't think it was a penalty for the US Sauerbutt with the foul.
Yeah, Sauerbrunn trying to get the back of Ellen White's leg there. I didn't think it was either, but,
And I will say that the goal, all right, it was a couple of inches. It was offside. So, two decisions went against England, but they were both correct in my... Well, one was correct.
Yeah,
and
one was. Both kind of fell both ways.
All history now. Here is Carreno, scorer of the fourth goal. Thank you again to our producer Michael Blazek for being able to slow that one down and give us some idea of whether the ball crossed the line or not. Normally I say at this time, make your mind up at home, folks. So here is Pankratova, who hasn't stopped working all night. Flicked on by Riley, who's also not stopped all night either. Douglas, who's had a good game for me as well. Here's Juliana Carter now. 2 minutes to be added on at the end of this night here. Fortuna Tulsa with a 3-goal cushion. 2 minutes. Stranger things have happened. But it will be a miracle now as another substitution happens for the Royals. And I think that's the last action for Pescatori, who's been very impressive as well in a Royal shirt. Back comes Hubbard. Got to be versatile in these games. Hubbard was playing right back. She's been put into midfield there. Here's Mallam. Gets a second bite of the cherry here. Now here's Carreno. Sensible dummy from Carreno here. Leaves it for McQuaid. McQuaid now. Going to go to the corner. And Douglas is going to have to fight to get this one back for the Royals if they're going to get another attack in this game. Here's Guthrie going back into the corner. Fortuna Tulsa looking to remain unbeaten. Pushing and shoving there. Corner, says the referee.
A little bit of gamesmanship by Fortuna Tulsa, trying to run out the clock a little bit, save some legs. We're able to get a corner kick out of it.
Going to be a throw-in to Fortuna Tulsa. Taylor Mallam. Could have been a foul throw there.
maybe a little bit. I don't know. It looked a little awkward at least.
Late on in the game, referee right there, just making sure. And there was a foul by McQuaid. So Royals need to get this ball forward. Late on here. 4-1 Fortuna lead. Referee takes a look at his watch. Throw in. Excuse me, a free kick. Foul there on Pankratova, who's taken a few hits in the midfield. Royals have to get on with this quickly. It's going to be Grace Piper with it. maybe her last kick of the game here in the Royals' last attack. Driven up into the night sky, headed on. Ball falls nicely for Fortuna. The referee, Mr. Robinson, brings proceedings to an end. It's been a very, very hard-fought game, but the Fortuna Tulsa team it is then who will progress, and it is who will go to the regional championships in Minneapolis. And Brittany, in the end, 4-1 will probably not look a true reflection on the game, because the Royals really came and gave this a good go.
Yeah, especially starting out, you saw the Royals getting the first goal of the night, being very impressive as a side. They fought the whole game. Fortuna just did a really good job of finishing their chances. So the few good chances that they had, Fortuna was able to put them on frame and finish them. Royals unfortunately had a couple good opportunities towards the closing moments of the first half. Were able to get a couple opportunities in this second half, but unfortunately weren't able to finish them, and so you see the scoreline 4-1 that we have now. And
as we always say, it's good that all the players are going over to the officials, quite rightly so, and lots of hugs and handshakes between the two sets of players, because it was a really hard-fought game, wasn't it?
It was. Both teams working really hard, both teams pressing really high, and great team defending from both sides. Fortuna was able just to get a few more good looks on their final pass, but excellent work from both sides, and you see both sides congratulating each other. I mean, both very good teams that played tonight.
Yeah. It was a frantic first 3 goals that were scored as the Fortuna Tulsa players come over to the camera. There we are, high up inside, fortunately sheltering from the rain. Although
that was the nice thing about sitting up in here is we stayed dry for the majority of the match.
There are the Fortuna players just coming over to the near side. We are operating slim pickings with our cameras because of the gremlins of the rain that's come in, but it will be they who carry on, and their season really goes from strength to strength. Brittany, they go now 8 wins and still unbeaten this season.
Yeah, I'm sure Yolanda Thomas is going to be very happy as she's going to do her victory dance that she's become famous for at the end of all the games. But Fortuna showed why while they're undefeated, they do great work in the back. They press together as a team. Their team chemistry has grown game to game. You can really see the cohesion and the way that they move. Taylor Malum being the spearhead of their attack. I mean, being involved on so many of their goals and so many opportunities. But not just that, you have so many players that you saw Yolanda Thomas use checking in and out of the match and being able to influence the game and make a good impact.
I also want to pay tribute to the Royals. I think they've been fantastic tonight. I think they worked really, really hard. They went 1-0 up. They were up against a strong Fortuna side, but they're a strong side themselves, and it's a very well-run club. I've been doing my research on your club, and I would love to come and see them play one day down in Texas there, because it's they're doing their warm down over the far side of the field there. You can just probably see in the right hand side of your screen, but they really came and gave this a go, and it's a good club, and we can see lots of good individual players in that team. And I thought the 2 pipers at the back, Douglas played well, the keeper Hall is fantastic. You could go on, they're a very good team.
Absolutely. Yeah, they are a good team, and they fought and they battled through the whole match, and it's always hard to play on the road. I mean, you have to travel, the game got delayed, we had all the rain, that also kind of messes with you as a player trying to get ready mentally, get your body ready to play, so that never makes it easy as well. But yeah, they came out, they gave it everything they had, they worked hard, a lot of individual good efforts, so exciting team to watch. I'm sure that they'll be having an incredible season next season as well.
We'll go for a short break now, and we'll come back and we'll wrap this one up with Fortuna winning this one by 4-1. Welcome back in here to Titan Sports Complex, where we can see the fans and the players there. You can see the Fortuna victorious team in the background there. And Brittany, well deserved, but they had to work really hard for it tonight.
They did. Royals came out early on, pressing very hard. Didn't make it easy for Fortuna, but Fortuna did a good job, finished their opportunities. They're on to Minneapolis next week for the divisional.
Yeah, just a short trip to Minnesota, isn't it?
That's not
just
far.
North, isn't it?
Just a hop, skip, and a jump over.
There you go. Let's have a look at some of the highlights that we can bring you. Again, I want to thank Michael Blazek, our producer, who's worked tirelessly tonight through difficult circumstances with the weather that we had here in Tulsa. It looks quite nice out there now as we will break down the wires and the cameras, but there's a lot of rain there. Here is an interesting one. We had a camera set up on Kylie Hall's goal, Brittany, and this was a goal that I think was called back in the end. We'll just see. We think it was either a foul or, well, there's Carreno, and does this cross the line?
It's hard to tell from this angle. Obviously, we're kind of a goal line angle is going to be the best. The assistant referee was on the line, and as soon as it crossed over, he did raise his flag to indicate that it was a goal. So it's a little bit hard to tell from this angle and this camera angle. But Carreno hits it. It kind of pops up, goes behind Hall. She's able to recover, tries to save it just as it's crossing the line. Assistant referee says it did. Hall saying no.
I just wonder whether we can have one more look at that, and I'll tell you something interesting. You've got to see that the assistant referee, often you talk about where they have a clear view along the goal line. Just keep your eye there with the two camera people there, and there is a Fortuna player there. I'm wondering whether that just obscures the AR's view. But as we say, I'm not here to criticise officials. I'm one myself. And, it was a real flag up. He said it was over, and there's Mr. Robinson, who sensibly went and consulted with it.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he did a good job of being the center talking to his assistant referee, and he was pretty confident that it was in. So, I mean, again, hard angle, tough for Hall. She did an incredible effort to go back and try to save that and pull it out for her team. So hats off to Hall for her efforts tonight. But
yeah, she did well. And that was the fourth goal that really did kill it. Some would argue that it was always going to be too late even then for, the Royals to come back. Of course, 3-1, always difficult to come back. But fourth, I'm just wondering whether we've got any other highlights for you. That was the goal that wasn't. We saw a frantic, let's see a goal that was disallowed, actually, Brittany, for Fortuna. We think either a foul or an offside here. We'll see if we can have a look at this one again.
Yeah, the ball kind of, it's hard to tell from this camera angle, but you see Rachel Carroll come through and try to shoot that on frame there, but she tangles up a little bit with a defender. The ball gets played through. It's Rachel Carroll getting a touch on it, but she tangles up with the defender. It's hard to tell again from that angle. It looks like maybe she kind of caught the ball and the defender at the same time. Referee decides it's a foul, gives the Royals the free kick there.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there, Brittany. I think in the end it wasn't an offside, it was a foul, and I think the referee made a good decision there. Alas, it's not to be for the Royals. They take the journey back to Texas empty-handed. It is Fortuna Tulsa who will go forward. 2 goals from Rachel Blankenship, a goal from Nikki Caranta, making it 3-1, and then that goal that possibly never was, but was given as the fourth for Amanda Carreno, her first goal of the season. Brittany, thank you so much for battling through with me tonight. We hope to be with you the next time. We thank Mo on the camera tonight. We thank Michael Blazek, our producer. We thank you, most importantly, for sticking with us and seeing this production through. It is Fortuna Tulsa, then, who go through to play in Minneapolis. Thank you and take care.